What's up traders, this is Marco. We have Friday the 12th of May. We have another bar by bar today, and in front of you you can see the 2000 tick ES chart, the ES future. And as usual, I'm coming to the PC around 7 in the morning, so I'm drawing what I can see from price action perspective. I can see prices were trending above the EMA. The EMA is this pink line here. So I'm drawing some trend channel that I see and think is valid here. You can see prices made a new low here. Then we had a couple of touches on the low side and also a couple of confirmations on the top side. And we just had an overshoot of this channel. And I'm always drawing the shorter term trend channels. So for example, you can see a trend channel working lower here with a first break and retest of the lows. And with overshoots, usually you can say that many times you will not see a retest of the highs. So right now I'm more like neutral. I have a neutral bias. I'm thinking and I'm checking what to do, and always price action is showing what to do. So what I'm still doing is I'm drawing my channels and waiting that I can see a valid setup here. We see some congestion around the EMA. There was a strong push lower, a bounce back, and some congestion here. The EMA shows some resistance, and usually I'm drawing like mini ranges here, so it's clearer for me to see when prices are trying to break out to the top or bottom side. And right now we're just moving above and under the EMA, but what I can see is that prices push strongly below the EMA, pulling back and staying below the EMA. So right now I'm more like a bit bearish, I must say, but of course prices have to leave the congestion first until we are taking any more trades. This is the market opening. You can see this with the change of color of the background. This is like gray, and when the market is opening, it's turning to white. And yeah, we can see still some congestion here around the EMA. So I'm extending this mini range. No real setup. I don't want to enter in this congestion because you enter pretty much in the middle of the range and prices can always go to the top or reverse. So this is like not a high probability setup. So we're just waiting here. Now there is a breakout to the low side. Most breakouts out of ranges fail, but still if we consider that the range looks like this, or even like this. I don't like this setup. I would like to see maybe further confirmation, like a high or low or something before taking a trade here. Most breakouts fail. Same happened here. We're coming back inside the range and staying within this range here. Now there's another attempt to break out to the lower side, and just from the size of the bars, you can see this very strong bear bars coming in here. You can see that something has changed, momentum has changed, and prices want to trend lower here. You can see the order of red bars coming next to each other. This is always a very strong indication that prices are doing something and not staying within this range. So we can draw a shorter term channel here. Let's see what is fitting well. This looks great for now. And prices are really dropping lower here. There is a pullback to the EMA now, and let's see what prices are doing. And I'm always drawing my shorter term channels here. Mostly when I see 3 bars of the same color, then I'm drawing the shorter term channels. And prices coming back here to the EMA. We would like to see some, for example, second entry short right of the EMA, because many times you will see after such a move lower here, there will be a second leg in the same direction. So we have like a target around here. And if we see like a second entry short right of the EMA forming, then of course this would be a nice setup to take. I'm extending this range here because many times you will see that prices are testing the breakout area of the range and then continue the move lower here. And maybe the channel looks like this. And we have a break of the shorter term channel and a new high. And we are getting a second entry short here, right of the old range support. But I really don't like that we are above the EMA here. And also it looks a bit congestive with this like 4 bars here stacked up. If this bar, for example, finished, let me zoom in so you can see it a bit better here. If this bar finished below the EMA, then I think I would take a risk here and go short. But since this looks congestive here, and as I said before, most breakouts fail. This could be another failed breakout here and prices go back inside the range. So I really want to see more confirmation that prices are forming a bigger downtrend or getting a lower high right off the EMA, for example. But this is not enough for me to take, so I'm skipping this. And prices are going lower. And this is a news event at 9. You were seeing here this high impact news. And in general, yeah, this was 5 minutes before the news. I mean, it's up to you if you want to take trades that short before the news events. Personally, I'm trying to stay out of any trades like 5 to 10 minutes before the news itself and 5 to 10 minutes after the news. So yeah, we will be not allowed to take a trade here. And you can see prices are really pushing lower here and we're making a second leg, and this is unbelievable. You can see prices are hitting this measured move here almost to the tick. So these like measured moves, they work, and use them. If I pull this a bit higher here from the high, then we met the measured move to the tick. And yeah, this two leg movement is finished now, and we are checking what's going on. We're strongly pushing here below the EMA. There was not even a pullback back to the EMA, so this shows me some very strong selling. Maybe we can draw some channel here. I'm trying maybe for now with this. That looks pretty good, I must say. And prices are testing this channel right now on the lower side, and all we can do is like waiting for now, because we don't want to short into this potential resistance of this channel here. And you can see prices are bouncing off this lower side here, and what we would expect next is that prices are coming back up here to the midline first and then further to the resistance of this downtrend channel here. And I can see also there is another potential channel working lower. If you draw it from the highs here, then you have a touch here, another confirmation here, and I'm coloring the channels a bit. And we have a first break of this bluish channel right now, and we would like to see retest of the lows. And prices are pulling back here to the EMA, but I don't like to take a second entry short here, because this shorter term channel, this shorter term uptrend is in play. And also I would like to see prices coming back to the main key entry point of this bigger channel here. So taking a short here, I think, is way too risky. I know you could argue that there is an EMA and the midline of the channel that can be seen as key entry points. But as I said, I'm waiting for further confirmation and for prices to come back to the major key entry point, and this would be the channel resistance here on the top side. Also, we have the shorter term channel working higher here. First break, no retest of the highs. So as long this shorter term channel didn't play out, I'm not taking any shorts here. And you can see many shorts got trapped here. They got into this order and they are pushing prices higher, and all the shorts have to leave. That's why you can see this very aggressive and explosive candle here. And I like to always draw the measured moves here, so you can use them We can see prices are pushing higher here, and we're breaking through the EMA. We're pushing above the EMA, retesting the EMA here, but I would like to see another push higher here. And now we're getting a lower high right off the midline of the channel. Let me put this like a bit better so I can see it here. But the problem is we have a potential overshoot here. You can see if I draw this channel like correctly, then prices are overshooting this channel here. And after an overshoot, we like many times we see a break of the structure. So a lower high, taking a lower high here would be aggressive. Yeah, the thing is, it also looks a bit congestive, and I really would like to see a finish of the measured move. That means like prices have at least to come back here to the key entry point. Taking a lower high here is aggressive. I will personally skip this because I'm not sure about this setup, and whenever I'm not sure, I'm skipping. And prices are stalling here. You can see there is like some congestion coming up and then pushing lower. So this setup would have worked now. And we're going sideways here, and I can see there is some potential resistance coming up here. You can see prices move around this level here. They cannot break it. They're like bouncing off this level again and again. And slowly this looks like a bigger range coming into play here. Let's see a few more candles. Maybe I can draw even this range now, because it really goes sideways here. And what I'm just seeing is that we could adjust the downtrend here. For example, drawing it from here like this, and then the lower side of the channel fits much better. And according to this structure, we are not having an overshoot yet. And you will see this many times, that you start with channels and that you will adjust these channels because prices are progressing and channels are progressing. And I think this channel here looks much better, and this channel is a better fit here. And if we play this channel, then we have to look back on this lower high here. Maybe it's worth to take. You can even draw it like a bit like this. Then the lower high looks even better here. But at the time when it appeared, we had a different channel, and I decided not to play it. So this is how it works with trading. If you see some good trades after the fact, then you can always learn from it for the next time. But at the point when the trade happened, I didn't like it, and then it's the best decision to skip when you're not sure. You can see a strong push lower here. You can see the shorter term channel working lower. Let me extend this channel line a bit. We're leaving this yellow range here to the lower side again, and most breakouts fail. So let's see if prices are coming back. We cannot take this trade here. It's way too far away of the EMA, and prices could turn here any minute back to the range. So we cannot take a trade, even though it looks very tempting, but this far away from the EMA. And I think it's not worth risking here, taking a short, especially not after this bar here, because we could just bounce and push back here to the EMA. Prices are pushing lower, and right now we see that prices cannot approach the lower side of this channel, and that's an indication for a potential break. So whenever prices are coming short here, that means that momentum is fading a bit, and many times you will see that when prices are coming short here, that we will break the same amount, like the distance to this channel on the other side. So right now must be very careful. what we do here and just check what prices are doing. We have a break of the shorter term channel here, and now some dojis. This is congestion, and this is a second entry short here, but this is in pure congestion here. You must notice that this strong bear bar is pretty much engulfing all the bars here before. So all the orders that are sitting here, and when prices are closing way low here and we're going one tick below the lows of this congestion here, there could be an explosion to the low side, because many bulls have their stop orders here, and also the shorts, the bears, they're seeing this trend channel working lower here, and they have their orders here on the top and they're entering. So it's like a confusion in price action at this moment. So if you want to play this aggressive, then I can understand, because we have a second entry short here, right of the key entry point, right of the EMA, but this is entering in congestion, and there can be cases where you enter the trade within this congestion and prices are pulling back and going more sideways here. But notice we have the shorter term channel working higher, break and a new high, and yeah, with the context we are bouncing off the key entry point, like this bigger channel here. So I like this setup, but it is an aggressive setup and prices are going lower here, and you would be out of the trade already, bouncing off the channel line, and now the EMA and the channel resistance are aligning here. This I like most when there are like some nice setups appearing, then I like to take these kind of setups. But you can see prices are breaking the structure now. We came short here, so now it's possible that what we came like short here, we see now breaking the channel to the other side. Of course, drawing always the shorter term channel lines. You can see some congestion coming up here. And always I like to make the measured moves here. So we can see there's one leg pull back, a potential second leg, but we go even further than that. So we are breaking this channel with two legs here, and I would like to see a retest of the lows from this downtrend. So we're still looking for shorts, potential short trades, but ideally I want to see prices below the EMA before taking a trade. This trade we cannot take because it's almost an inside bar of this bar here, and we are finished above the EMA, but you can see prices are pushing strongly lower. And it's a pity that we are missing this move here, because really, if for example a lower high was forming here with under the EMA, then I would really like to take a short, because the context, the overall context was down, it was bearish, and we had the first break of the structure. So I want to see a retest of the lows, and the retest is done. So right now we have to wait and see what prices are doing. Most times we'll see some like range or some little retracement. I cannot take a short here, especially after the signal bar. It's not bearish enough. So finding some support. You can see some support is coming up here. Prices cannot break this level, and we're going sideways. This is a lower high here, but really it looks so congestive to me, and we already made a new low after the break of the channel, and I don't want to risk taking a short here, just that prices are bouncing off this support and then retracing or reversing. And yeah, I think it was the right decision, because we can see prices go lower here a bit and then turning again, and this is all too congestive. Also, it's too far below the EMA. Like if it was much closer, then it would be worth taking here. But yeah, this is pure range, and we are staying out of congestion, so nothing to take here. I'm extending. Maybe we can even draw the range here that is appearing now sideways. This is the first leg up, pullback, second leg up, but still no setup. And we're pushing above the EMA here. You can see like 2 legs up here. Most breakouts fail, but yeah, taking a short here after such big bearish bar, it's like have 12 ticks. If this bar, for example, closed much shorter here, for example, just a few ticks, then it can be worth taking such failed breakouts. But with such a big bar and 12 tick risk, I think it's not worth to take it, because prices can always reverse and take you out. And after, in my opinion, we have like 2 legs here and a failed breakout, so prices most probably will come back inside the range. But yeah, not with this huge bar here. You can also try with a limit order, because you can see prices came back here a bit, but still I think worth taking would be if the bar closed around here, where you can see my cursor right now, and not down here, even though there's enough space to the EMA. But as I said, like 12 risk bar, I think that's very risky. If you're an aggressive trader, you can always try those, of course. And this is already live price action. You can see we're coming back inside the range. Have the shorter term channel working here, breaking it, making a new low, and we're testing the support of the range. So yeah, you can see the direction is still to the downside. We're still bearish here, but also this looks like 2 legs down here after the first break of this channel. So we could go back inside the range here after these 2 legs down here, or even reverse a bit higher. Depends on what prices are doing here around the support area. But yeah, not too many trades. I think we spoke about like 2 trades. You can see 1 trade here. I told you that it's like a very aggressive trade. And then we were speaking about this trade here. If this finished below the EMA, then for sure a must take. And I think we are speaking about this lower high here, but at the point we had our channel in a different way, so I couldn't take it here. You see there are potentials, but nothing really clear, nothing very sure. And yeah, you can see prices are strongly pushing lower here. So there is a potential now that we maybe see a bigger structure working lower. Of course, we can always take the old like channel that we started with, and this channel makes sense now, because you can see prices made the high here. We have a couple of touches here, and that would be the first break of this channel. So there is a retest of the lows in play right now, but we are pushing strongly lower here. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you had a nice trading week. If you want to learn how to read the charts in the way that I'm doing this, then check out our homepage, toppicktrading.com. We have a very detailed course. Check it out. Also the daily chart reviews that we are uploading under the education part on the homepage. I wish you a great weekend. Speak to you next week.